Hey everyone, this is a wonderful live show that we have today, The Real Angels of Real Estate. We have Alexa Caballo Hughes from Connecticut. We have Kinsey Lee from Florida. We have Tabitha Wewell from Ohio. And our wonderful guest is Annette Dalton from Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome, Annette.
Annette, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So happy to have you always.
I'm excited.
So Annette,
tell us who you are, where what you've been doing in real estate.
I'm from Peoria, Arizona, mainly Phoenix. It's pretty much Phoenix. And I've been in real estate for 14 years. I'm with RE/MAX Desert Showcase.
Wonderful. So when you got into this business, I just watched your broadcast. Who was your broadcast with? Who just interviewed you last Thursday?
Okay. The interview that I had with, was that the one with the,
Have you been on so many?
You're just at the start. Thank you for putting time, in your schedule for us.
Exactly.
She's been so busy.
Right.
Was it like Robin's Nest, a little boutique?
Yeah, I think it was. Well, no, I did see that though. That was great.
Distinguished something.
Oh, you saw the interview of me.
Yes.
Yes, when they were interviewing you.
Yeah, that was.
And you were talking
cool.
about like right in your move and everything that was happening during your relocation, the market changing, and all that kind of crazy stuff. But it's been a ride for you.
Right. I've seen it all in my 14 years.
I think that's a good solid time to be in the business where you've actually had the dips and you can actually say, I've seen the good and I've seen the bad. Even 5 years in, look how much we've changed in 2 years.
It's true.
Lord. Yeah, I saw your sip-in shops, your all that kind of, I've been watching your interviews and I got excited over, which one was it that I just saw? Was that the day in the life of a RE/MAX agent?
Oh.
Have you seen?
That was so much fun.
Oh my God. So your kids helped you with that and your husband helped you with that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that they're on the team, on board with that stuff. My kid would be like.
Everyone had to do it.
No. What made you do that?
I just thought of it like, because it's so true. Like how many times we try to get stuff done and can't make it happen. I'm in constant interruptions. I mean, how many phone calls are we going to get in just this one? That's probably why you'll see me touching my phone, just ignoring those calls, So it's just nonstop.
And how much anxiety does that make? Like when you do miss a call and you're like, it's one more thing I have to do in a minute.
Oh,
it's good.
No kidding.
So
do you guys ever think you hear your phone ringing and it's not ringing? I mean, it seriously haunts me.
My phone rings like all night long when I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, what the hell do these people need at 2 o'clock in the morning? Unless your house is burning down, if you don't have $1 million in your proof of funds, like I'm not answering.
Listen, I'm not a doctor or a fireman.
Right.
Well, that's right. That's true. There really are no emergencies in real estate.
No. Well, I once had a sign on my office door, and I should probably put this back up again because my agents know when my office door is closed, which is very, very rare, like hardly ever happens, that I'm in the middle of something or a call or I don't want to be bothered, but people will still knock, 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 knock. And so I once had a sign on the door that said, if this is a real estate emergency or you're bleeding, feel free to knock. If you need to go to the hospital or you're going to go to jail, you can knock now.
It's very true. I think when we tell people that we're available 24/7, we're doing ourselves and our families a disservice,
It's true. So Annette, when you did that video, what was kind of like your response and feedback? And did you have like a lot of comments perhaps from your clients and they're like, or was it more, did it kind of engage more with us other realtors, because we can all relate?
It was a lot of people, like everybody that I ran to, I saw your video. A lot of my clients are like, that's why you don't answer your phone. That's why you, It's mainly my friends. I'm like, I told you, I mean, it's nonstop. So it was just kind of everyone I was seeing at that time was like, oh, now I see.
And so I once had a sign on the door that said, sorry, I've got too much stuff going over here.
Your
I've
got
got to pull back. No, well, I have to pull, I've got to pull up the phone so I can have the comments so that we can answer the questions. So I've got like 42 devices going on here.
So Annette does the Upper West Side Local for West Valley Local with Annette Dalton. And you're doing that how often, how frequently?
I'm trying to do one of those video once a week with a local business, just kind of showcasing them, getting it out there as to where they're located and how people can reach out to them.
That's awesome. And if you, how long have you been doing that? I saw you've got quite a few that you've done.
I think I've been doing it March, April. Like coming back from the Remax convention is kind of what sparked it all.
That was the inspiration for it.
Love it.
We should be doing video. I mean, I personally, besides this, I haven't gotten into it. So like my takeaway is, Annette, you're doing it. I love that you're out there in your community. It's supporting the community. And you've got, I mean, you've grown from the first ones to now I'm watching. You've got this beautiful intro and outro. So who does that for you? Is it a professional thing?
Huh? No, it's me.
It's just
me.
you?
I do it.
You're doing all that? So here's a question. I asked Pinky this when she was here. Oh, today's Pinky's birthday. Happy birthday, Pinky.
Happy birthday, Pinky.
Happy birthday, Sue Pinky Benson. We love you. And she finally made it home.
Oh my God, the poor thing. I saw her post.
So I'm hoping I get to see her in the next few days.
But we asked somebody at our class, and when she was here in Cleveland, Ohio, doing her class, how much time are you putting into this? And nobody wants to say so because we know it's a lot of time. But as soon as you say 20 minutes, 30 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, they're like, oh, I don't have time for that.
Well, see, I do it differently because I have Nick. I have my amazing, wonderful assistant. I took him to video boot camp with me in Orlando. He has all that tech experience, and he set up my green room. He edits my videos. So the stuff that's way over my head, I found someone, I put him on staff. I trust him with my life. And so that's how I get my videos done. He takes my even between my real estate and then my organ donation, he takes my Facebook Lives, he uploads them to YouTube. He makes sure that, I don't throw too many curse words out so that they're a little bit child friendly.
He edits.
He censors you.
He does a lot of editing.
He makes sure that the thumbnail post on YouTube, I'm not, picking my nose or, scratching my head. And,
this will be mine for this video.
Right, that normal people actually do. So I think if it's something that you're not comfortable with, and have you been to video boot camp also, Annette?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you should.
That'll change your life.
Yeah,
I was gonna go very last minute at the one in Denver.
Yeah,
and I didn't.
You'll make it to one. I think that'll be more.
We can give a rundown in Key West of what we learned at video boot camp.
We could have a little mini video boot camp conference.
Yeah,
we could all bring our favorite nuggets.
So,
but honestly,
Annette, how much time are you preparing? Oh, I'm sorry.
Any video, the video itself doesn't take longer than like an hour. I mean, and that's mainly based on the people doing it, how many times they want to. I didn't like that. I didn't like the way I was standing. I didn't like, so that, but an hour maybe to film and maybe tops an hour and a half to edit. It's not too bad. And a lot of times I have my daughter doing it.
Oh, there you go. And I was going to say, do you have any editing experience like with photos or anything? Because honestly, the fact that you're able to pick this up pre-video boot camp is kind of blowing my mind because I still can't get myself to do it.
I just downloaded, I use Wondershare, Filmora. Inmar turned me onto that app. That's what he uses. And I just play with it, play around with it, and it's actually pretty user friendly to figure out. Wasn't that bad.
What was that again? Wondershare?
It's Wondershare, Filmora.
Huh.
It's Filmora, Filmora.
Filmora. Okay.
Awesome.
Well, good. I'll look it up after the show. That's the biggest thing, I think, for anybody out there. What I'm learning, because there's a couple of apps that I'm working on that have nothing to do with video, so I won't go on them. But the more you use them, the less you're afraid of them, and you can get it out there.
So true.
Yeah.
And
then, you know,
like I just did an intro video for my CRM so that every time a new lead comes in, they get a video of me, a bomb video of me that directly goes to them. And the first time I did it, I was like stumbling through my words. And once Nick tried to piece it together, it was like horrible. Like I was all over the place. And then like I walked into the office the next day, I stood in front of the green screen and I was like, boom, 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 killed it. Like one shot, like I walked out of there, like mic drop, like, so, you know, sometimes it takes more than one shot and sometimes it takes practicing. And I think that being more unscripted is, for me, it works better. When I try to have a script, I just bumble over my words.
It's so true. I could not agree more. So for me, the unscripted is where it's at because it takes a lot less time. And specifically, I feel like it builds more engagement with your consumers and it makes you look more trustworthy instead of like someone that's super polished and like 100% ready to go. People can't really relate.
Yeah, you don't need to be practiced. You just need to be personable and real.
Exactly. And then kind of showing we're real people. So that being said, Annette, like if you knowing kind of like what you've done with video and like your successes and your interaction and engagement from it, if you had unlimited time and resources, what type of video would you be focusing on?
Well, I'm gonna definitely do the continue the community ones only because the more business people I network with, the better. I mean, the more I get myself out there and I'm giving them value, adding to their business. And now I'm following up with all those people and just asking, you know, what did it bring you business? And even from those people, thinking of starting like a networking group amongst business owners and entrepreneurs to just kind of, what are your wins? What are your losses? I know there was another Remax agent and I can't find it. But she started that kind of thing. So I think it's just more so to expand my network and give them value. And then hopefully in return, they can remember me. So
I think I know who you're talking about, Annette. She's from Canada, right? She presented 2 years ago. Yeah,
it was a couple. Yeah, I think she was on I don't even know where I happened to run into her video, but if you guys can try to maybe send me her name if you think you know what I'm talking about. Right.
So
and then
she still does those and she's consistent.
Yeah, there were some really great video presenters at R4 this year, including Alexa and Pinky Benson and, you know, Michael and Jesse, who we absolutely adore. And I think that if you follow those video influencers that, you know, it's going to give you some content. There are some amazing Facebook groups right now that I follow on, you know, a daily basis. And I get a lot of inspiration from it. And, you know, not just Remax Play, which is a great one. There's another new one called Real Estate TV. And I'll add all three of you to that group. But that grew to almost 10,000 members almost overnight. And they do a weekly video challenge. And they have some hysterical. I don't know if you're familiar with Colin Cameron. He will crack you up on video. Mike Towers, he's pretty hysterical on video also. And their videos are getting a lot of hits. And yeah, so I will make sure
to add us on that. I like the idea of
put you guys in that
I like
group.
the idea of the weekly videos and getting that out there.
Yep.
You know, one of Pinky's things was to do it for yourself, make yourself a little page, just do it private. And I think that's fantastic. I've got a couple of those.
Yeah, and she does the community page where she does Pinky Knows Naples, and she bounces around to the different, you know, owners and restaurants, and she interviews the comedians at the comedy club. And yeah, so it's definitely cool.
Pinky to me is like a newscaster of her town. I feel like that's kind of like what Annette, what you're doing right now. And I love it so much because there's so many opportunities around us on a day-to-day basis. If we just kind of take a second to pull out our phone, we have it all right in our pocket. You know, it's so simple, and just kind of capturing those moments. I know for me personally, this year has been really rough with my health, which we're not even going to go there, but it's unbelievable how much interaction I had on my Facebook lives because I was doing them so consistently. Like literally one of my Facebook posts unsponsored, I had like 4,200 views. I think it's like 4,500 now. And then because I did not do it for so long, because I was so under the weather, now when I do a Facebook post, there's literally like 300 people that view it. And it's so crazy to me that like, once we have this momentum, just do whatever we can to kind of keep it going and being consistent, because I think Facebook recognizes that. And, you know, you really have a great thing going here, Annette. So keep it up, you know. But I don't know if you guys
one thing I've kind of wondered about though is like for a while I was trying to go live, and I think that maybe I would get more interaction and engagement if it was live, but so many people are intimidated by the camera when I do those that I can't, you know. So I do have to edit that.
Well, yeah. And one of the things that Pinky touched on was, you know, the views, the momentum isn't in the lives. Nobody wants to wait for you to get on for 10 minutes. Oh, there's an Amber alert. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
okay. Nobody wants to wait and get on and like.
Who's missing?
I went missing. I'm right here though.
Okay, I see.
But the replays with Facebook, there's a couple of things that happen. One, if you've noticed, they're going more into video. They're giving people with the videos the top seats now. You know, we went from the pictures, then we went for the text with the background pictures. Right. And she's right, now it's going all video, and that's the crazy thing about it. So you've got to be on the video. Number one, it boosts you up, and you know it's better content.
Yeah, and if you're doing any sort of sponsored Facebook ads, which I'm killing it with sponsored Facebook ads right now.
Are they live or?
I am absolutely killing it. I'm my actual qualified leads from absolute strangers that are targeted via my Facebook ads. It's pretty ridiculous and out of control. And that's a whole nother topic of conversation that we could get into. But as we're talking about health, well, I spent 2 years, sick and with my health and getting my organ transplants and recovering. I really, I read a lot, and I kind of dug into what I can be doing so that when I do get back to work, how to regrow my business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good effective way to regrow your business, I think, getting out there and being live, the replays, everything that people see, because everybody's attached to their Instagram, Facebook, and they're all married now.
Yeah,
it's a good way to go with it.
And then with YouTube, you have to be turning those into your YouTube channel and making sure that they're uploaded. You're using the correct keywords. I just had, for the past 2 weeks straight, I was at the top of Google search for North Fort Myers real estate, directly under everyone that was paying for their paid advertisement and placement was
your keywords and tags.
So it's all completely organic.
Do you do that, Annette? Do you tag?
No, I don't. Well, I know I need to get a little bit better on YouTube. I do transcribe them myself, thanks to Jesse Peters. He had a little video on how to transcribe through YouTube, which was cool. And so I do that, but I'm learning about YouTube, how you're supposed to have a thumbnail and you're supposed to have keynotes in there so that they're found. And got to name them a certain way. So I got to learn more about that.
Yeah, and we're learning about that also. Myself and my assistant, we've really been digging into that to make it the most productive as possible. But this show will go directly to our Real Angels of Real Estate YouTube channel, and it also goes to SoundCloud, and SoundCloud then uploads to iTunes. So we have our system on this show set up now that from our Facebook Live, it goes to the YouTube, then the SoundCloud, then the iTunes. So you can watch us live, you can rewatch us, and then you can listen to us in your car, which is fantastic because I really love us.
Doesn't love us. Come on.
Can't get enough of us.
Oh God, this is so great. Now here's my question, Kinsey. Can I have a Nick? Can you send me Nick's like twin brother? Because that is the hardest part, is finding someone that's actually able and willing, you know, someone that has the skills. Now, how did you find Nick? How did you find someone that was qualified like that?
You're gonna absolutely love this because we were talking about this last night at the networking happy hour that I throw every other month. And I met Nick in the woods at a rave. About 8
Of course you did.
About 8 years ago. And I actually had broken up with a guy that I was in Miami with. And so I started driving across Alligator Alley, and I got a phone call saying there was this great big party in the middle of the woods, like in Bonita. So I showed up, and my girlfriend was sharing a tent with him, and he brought me a mimosa and a cup of coffee on Sunday morning, bright and early. And we were friends ever since. And he has a sales background. He also DJs. So he, when it comes to production of anything, you know, he DJs Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday nights. He makes music, he produces music. And so with all of the changes in real estate, when I got rid of my last assistant and I started advertising for a new assistant, he was like, put me on a 90-day trial period. And that, you know, like, this is what I do. And this is what, you know, he's like, and anything that I can't do tech related, I will learn. And so that's how I think you have to find really someone that is more social media, more tech, more, you know, he can get a list of things to do at 8:30 in the morning, and it will be everything from making Instagram posts, videos, making sure that my ass gets in front of the green screen so he can put me over the top of my listing videos, to, you know, dragging him to an appointment with me so that he can do my walkthrough videos. You know, it's really having that extra set of hands that wants to help your business grow and knows that they're going to succeed if you're going to succeed. But there has to be that, I think, that part of their brain where they can stare at that computer and not want to throw it in the middle of the street. Because
Nick's very patient. He's very
so much more patient than I am.
Yeah. We don't I could not personally do this. If I had to, I mean, I'm lucky enough if I can get my thought over to Fiverr to put something quick together. Right. So they can give it back to me, and it'll be wrong, but at least it's out. But I'm a perfectionist. You're a perfectionist. So we're going to get pissed off on everything we do that's not done now and it's not done right.
Right.
Give it to somebody else.
Yeah. Oh, and we've got Heather Holiday. Hey, Heather. Heather's doing some amazing things with video for her office, Remax Elite. We have David Searle from Lauderdale, from Boca, tuned in right now. And he's doing some great Facebook Live open houses. His videos are killing it. We have a few other people on here. Jeremy Blanton.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy Blanton signed out, but he said to say hello to everybody, and we should get him on here to talk about Twitter with us because he
There's so
it
much
with
to
Twitter.
learn. I just love that Annette's here. I was watching hers. I'm like, we've got to have Annette. We were supposed to have her on last week, but it's crazy. But this was good to at least channel in on that. I didn't know that you did your own intro and outro. I'm just floored with that.
Right.
I'm gonna get on that Wanderlust or whatever it was.
Sorry, see? A phone call.
That was it.
So popular.
Right.
Am I back?
Hey guys, you're back. Can you imagine the next time we're going to see each other is going to be in October in Key West?
Yeah.
I know, right?
Bachelorette.
We're gonna do the show from there. I don't care. We'll figure it out.
Right. And I believe we have, as of right now, I believe we have, we have, as far as Remax, we have Annette from Arizona. We have Maria Scripp from South Carolina. We have Sandra Massari, who's Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Maryland.
Shoot.
We have, who else do we have? I believe we have Felicia, who's Pueblo, Colorado. So we have, my bachelorette party is going to be kind of a little mini
conference.
Yeah, I think we have 10. Wow. I think we have about 10 to 12 Remax ladies coming.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Hi, Michelle B. How are you, Michelle? Michelle's awesome. Carolia. Michelle kills it. Michelle have you guys met Michelle?
No.
Boca. No. So Michelle is in Boca Raton, Florida, and she is so Boca, and you have got to follow her.
I know Instagram. Michelle. Okay, I didn't hear the last name. Hi, Michelle. Yeah, Sorry about that.
Awesome. Yeah. Is Annette gone again? Did we lose her?
She's so cute.
Oh. Well,
Michelle just asked, what is in Key West? Michelle, I'm going to throw you on my bachelorette party invitation.
How is she not in there?
I don't know how we didn't add her to that invite, but Michelle,
we had the live today then to figure this out.
Right? We love
you. Is there anybody else that we're missing?
I know. Like, give me a list of people to invite, and I'm just like, whoop.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, guys, this has been so great. Any last questions or any last thoughts before we kind of check out and get back to our phones and our busy real estate lives?
Mm-hmm. I just appreciate Annette for coming on this and for being so patient with us last week.
I know. And we got to have a conversation.
Yes. Oh wait. Look at it.
Where's your you got it.
Can we talk about Annette's Converse for a second? Because I love that. Love it.
I literally have it in my top drawer of my desk. I hope you know how close you are to my heart, Annette.
Awesome.
So cute. It's a little mini Converse keychain. So tell us about that.
Well, our Remax conventions, everyone always tries to do something.
She's here. But when we met her at R4, that was her little giveaway. Like, you were doing the, where's my phone? Oh, my phone is used. These? If you looked at the back of my phone, yes. That's what we have.
Or this color.
We all give swag. Like, I give hand sanitizer and lip balm.
Ooh, I think I have that somewhere.
Yeah, you probably have that somewhere. Sanitizer, lip balm. And that comes around.
I have Maria. We've got Maria Pena Morales. I have her lip balm on my desk.
Yeah, she was giving those out last year. You know, everybody had to check the bottom of theirs. Yep. There's my hand sanitizer. Breast cancer.
Oh, I have one of those in my purse too.
Okay. But Annette had the Converse, and we got a keychain of her little Converse, and it was have a conversation with me, and that was so cute. And she was the first one that I had met that was smart enough that when you dance for 9 hours, especially in the cage over eye candy at Mandalay Bay, you wear Converse shoes.
Am I back?
You're back.
Okay. I just boarded the phone.
Let's have a conversation in the cage.
Right. Well, Tabitha,
eye candy.
That's where I'm at, Tabitha, in the cage.
I love it.
I think we really connected in the cage, and now look at the referrals we send to each other.
Right.
And all of our party posse group.
That's
that was it. That was the Party Posse group, which you're out there, and we're going to connect with you again next R4.
Absolutely.
Some of you again in October.
Yes.
Party.
Yeah, we might have to
We'll be adding more people to the Party Posse
this
too.
mini R4s here halfway through.
All right.
Yeah, I was thinking that we need to maybe do a mid R4. We'll call it I don't know what we'll call it because I'm not having a bachelorette party every year.
You're not going to have a bachelor party every year? Justin's going to appreciate that.
You never know with me.
Hey, all I got to say is it sounds like this will be a business expense and a perfect write-off. So thank you.
That's great. Yeah,
that.
You're welcome.
I got my perfect cup ready to go.
Cheers. I got nothing.
In that cup.
Just
All right,
water. That's exciting. Or is it vodka? It's clear. No one will know.
No one will know.
Well, thank you guys so much. Annette, thanks for taking the time to hang out with us today. I love and appreciate all of you girls so much.
Yes. Awesome.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you in about a month.
Yep.
Real
Bye,
Angels
everyone.
Passing out. Take care.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.
Great day.
Bye.